I was randomly selected to be let out of my hermetically sealed chamber. I'm Ariel Italic.
I'm Asuka's hidden loneliness, DJ Accident Report.
Lady Berica Andrews sent me a message psychically that said that she wouldn't be here, and I'm afraid. And this is our special guest, Chris Harder. You're watching Nobody's Watching Wrestling!
Elimination Chamber makes me think of some kind of diarrhea.
Oh, it makes me think of like a suicide pod. Like you can just walk in, drop in a coin, done. Welcome to the couch, Chris Harder, the adult entertainer you can bring home to mom.
Hi.
What is your history with professional wrestling?
Well, I grew up watching the WWF with my brother in North Dakota. And also in junior high, we used to do this thing in gym class called Indian leg wrestling, which is not the politically correct term, but we would lie next to each other and raise our legs up, and then the person who could flip the other one over the fastest would win.
Oh, that sounds like fun. What jail is your gym teacher in now? Now, if you were a wrestler, what do you think that your gimmick would be? Other than obviously wearing exactly this.
I feel like I would just show up in like really fabulous cat suits and kind of just like strut along the ring.
I'm in.
We've already gotten Natalia to do that, though. So
Right. Also, you know, what is it with like all the guys? Like it was like a greasy hair contest. Like,
So, fun fact that we learned about hair is that they keep their hair wet with silicone lubricant and conditioner mixed together. I actually used this trick in a wig that I wanted to keep looking disgustingly wet.
Yeah.
It does work. It is gross.
I mean, as someone who spent the greater part of my adult life covered in silicone lube, I would just imagine that's so hard to wash out. You really have to scrub. Yeah.
I have been watching wrestling my whole life, and I literally cannot figure out what the point of the greasy hair is.
Match 1 is the Women's Elimination Chamber. We're gonna start off talking about some outfits, and we're gonna start off with Sasha Banks because we have a special segment that we call We've Watch!
She needs help, guys. My
Yeah.
problem with it is that it's always like, it looks fine like below her ears down, but it comes up like over here, and I'm like, what's the tea though?
And the color was off. It was dark. Like, I'm okay with it being darker than usual, but they clearly could not get enough hair that was all the same color. There was one chunk right here that was just straight up blue.
I like an incidentally off-colored detail. Her outfit otherwise was fine.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting comparing all of them because she has like the more sparkly kind of like like I gave her points for rhinestones. But like Bailey, I love Bailey because she's all about branding. You know, she's like, Bailey, Bailey, Bailey. You know who I am? Bailey. They're like Bratz dolls. That's what I love them.
Shout out to Absolution in matching white. I thought that was a cute look.
They were really feeling that vibe.
Mandy Rose, trouble.
That's correct.
Oh.
They finally got rid of Mickey's bell bottoms. I think they listened to you, Ariel.
I was gonna say Mickey now just looks like someone in the like Wonder Woman porn parody.
Right?
So Mickey's outfit was supposed to be a tribute to Beth Phoenix, who's like a legendary older wrestler. And so she kind of like took the motifs of that outfit. But whatever it is, it's an improvement over whatever garbage she had on before.
Good job, Mickey James. You did great.
Yeah.
Alexa Bliss had it was too long.
I loved that it was far too long. It was just she's extra in all ways. Like, she came in giving you all the Veruca Salt realness.
Yeah.
She's just mad as fuck. Bailey really holds her own, I have to say. Like, usually the WWE has a habit of making Bailey into the worst. Like, they really do her dirty every time. And she is killing it at the beginning of this match. Like, she's going nuts. She's taking on both girls at the same time. I was so thrilled for her because she deserves this shit.
No, so then it's Mandy Rose comes in, and then so Absolution, both of them are in, and then they are teaming against Bailey, and then Sasha comes in, and she is pissed off, and then she fuck some bitches up. And that's great, and I want more of that.
Not so much a heel turn as like a heel burlesque, where she's gonna really slowly let you know that she's bad. Right now, she's keeping all that bad inside. She's got them titties covered, and she is helping Bailey out, and I'm about it.
Oh, and then Mickey comes in and is great for really excellent, wonderful, kicks everyone in the face for approximately 1 minute before she is eliminated.
The best part of her entrance was like going to every single pod and being like, I'm the best. I'm the best. You suck. You're nothing. I'm the best. I'm in a cute outfit. I rock.
I felt like Mickie James is like the Sheryl Crow of wrestling.
Yeah, and then she was eliminated immediately.
I know.
So last one in, Alexa Bliss, and immediately we get into another of my favorite wrestling things, which is cartoon hijinks. You're not gonna get away. You are in a literal cage with two very strong people chasing you. Alexa eventually does win, and she retains her title, which she was real upset about initially. Like, she was all sad about maybe losing her belt, because you know how girls like that don't like to lose their things. But she kept it, and good for her, even though, does she deserve it? I mean, everyone's real good.
Alexa's been like weirdly finishing matches with like a punch to the face, which is like kind of weak, but she did land like a top of the pod twisted bliss, which was pretty dope.
Yeah, I like when they go climbing. You know, they're like like little goats, just getting up on everything. If you Google Chris Harder tag team, you will find something to your liking. But we're gonna move on to Nia Jax versus Asuka. For me, I don't have a lot to say about the outfits because we know that Asuka looks great in the same, and Nia Jax looks bad in the same.
Asuka, I loved her just from the get-go because it was like a one-woman show. Naya, not the strongest presentation.
They don't really know how to dress her, it feels like. Like, she's a bigger lady, and they're not comfortable giving her the same sexy stuff. And like,
I'm curious what you would have done with her bodysuit as someone who wears a lot of bodysuits.
Get rid of like the weird mermaid armor and just like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like it can be like a bold, sexy statement just to be like, I'm a big ass girl, you know? Channel Kirstie Alley.
Yeah.
We should all channel Leah Remini.
There you go. That's life advice from people who shouldn't give life advice. So the big thing about this match is that Asuka is undefeated, but Naya seems undefeatable. And, like, there's no way to really sell that. I didn't necessarily feel like Naya was the best at selling when she was getting beaten up.
Different strokes.
The real tea was mostly that this was just excellent and I want to watch them fight more forever.
I'm with Harder. It felt like Naya should have won. I'm sorry, apparently it's blasphemous. Apparently Asuka can never lose, but like, she can lose once in a while. It's fine. People lose.
Just to like clarify the situation, Asuka has like a basically 2-year undefeated streak, which is now beating like all of these dudes' undefeated streaks, and there's never been a woman who's like been undefeated like that before. So it's kind of significant that she just keeps fucking winning.
Yeah.
Oh. But yeah, Asuka did win, and it's fine.
As Naya was like beating the crap out of her after the match was over, I was like, where are the refs?
It's a common thing with the WWE that the refs are around only at like discrete moments when you absolutely need them, and then they just like teleport into a parallel universe otherwise.
They go to the pods.
I feel like there's also a weird gender element to that too, because like the male refs like don't want to touch the women, don't want to be accused of anything.
Oh, interesting.
Also, you know, girls will be girls. Girls be fighting.
Hashtag Mandy Rose.
Men's Elimination Chamber. God, there's 7 dudes in this one?
7 men, all secluded in pods.
Sexually ominous. There's 3 in first. You know this.
If I'm getting this right, it's Ms. Balor Rollins in first.
Yes, that sounds correct. The Miz is wearing the same panties he wears to every match. Rollins is in pants and a really great upper body. Finn Balor went for like a cerulean or like a royal blue this time round.
Finn is so cute, isn't he? And I love that like he's like the twink out of everyone.
I will say, he's been hanging out in Williamsburg a lot,
What?
and you can see his beard is just a little less trimmed than usual.
He lives next to Bjork near the water. I'm not even kidding. They both live near the water.
If anyone can find him and change him, it's you. Good God. I wouldn't survive that video.
So like the tea is that everyone showed up lazy and repeated looks, and it's like it kind of reminded me of when you go and see the Drag Race girls live and they're just wearing looks they wore on the episodes, and I'm like, you guys got to step your pussies up. But Finn was the only one who really like did anything special that night.
Do you know, I felt so bad for John Cena though. Not only because they kept saying this could be the end of John Cena, but also like he's, you know, everyone else is at least in spandex, but he's wearing like Old Navy like cargo shorts. He just reminded me of so many Go-Go Boys.
All right, the actual wrestling. I was intermittently engaged, but I just think that 7 is maybe too many. I couldn't handle 7 men. I don't know your full filmography, so...
Release the pods, that's what I say.
It seemed to get out of hand at times. Most of what I remember is that Braun Strowman was all the way Godzilla attack.
My favorite sequence in the match was when everyone pulled out their limit break on Braun, and it was just not enough to defeat the boss.
You know, a lot of this match played out like a season of Survivor, where it started out with like people are trying to form alliances, no one's really into it, and then Strowman comes in and he's like unstoppable, and all of a sudden there's a lot of strategizing amongst the different parties, being like, what are we gonna do about this? And it becomes like a tactical RPG where you gotta deploy those troops.
It's like a Lord of the Flies and Strowman held the conch. Okay.
I love reading about children dying. Battle Royale, also excellent.
I don't really remember other people doing interesting stuff in this match, I'm not gonna lie.
There was that really weird spot where like 5 people were kind of on their knees pretending to be dazed while the Miz did kicks on them, and I was like, well, this is a weird joke that we're all just like participating in, and I don't like it at all.
Hijinks! You need hijinks in a wrestling match. Elias was in this match, and it was established early on that he'd be the last one out, and it was very exciting, or it was supposed to be, but nobody cares about, no, you people apparently care about Elias. I don't give a fuck. That guitar-playing asshole can eat shit and die.
All right, what was that?
I just saw Harder's vacant face thinking like, which one is Elias?
No, because I had to, I was like,
he's not memorable.
He's just like the guy who brought a guitar to the party. And no one ever breaks his guitar. Does that happen?
All the time. His finishing move is basically someone else breaks his guitar.
You know what I was wondering when it came down to Strowman and Trojan? I was like,
you just called Roman Trojan,
oh, that's
which
what
is
I
so
meant.
good. It's perfect.
It's so like
Trojan Condoms, the next
Yeah.
WWE champion.
I like it. I mean, it's the only fun thing about Roman Reigns. He's just kind of very dull. And he won. He wins, like, most of his matches, because the WWE really likes him. I don't.
It's complicated. Let's just go with that. Vince likes his men big and beefy, and he likes his women skinny and tiny.
yeah.
So Alexa is the champion for the women's, and Lesnar, who is made of mayonnaise and hatred, is the champion for the men.
I see him right now.
I actually-
Hatred.
I don't want to show you a picture of him because I think it'll only upset you. So during Hell in a Cell, we talked about how the Cell is an ominous dark soul entity that sounds like Isabella Rossellini for some reason. And I didn't want to let anyone down by not assigning a David Lynch actress to the weird pod situation. So I'm gonna say that the Elimination Chamber sounds like Grace Zabriskie from Inland Empire. Oh, I brought you several men in cages. I locked them in little glass and they come out and eat you. Have you heard the story about the sweaty, lubed up men? They will destroy you. the last thing we should cover is that Ronda Rousey came out to sign a contract that was just her own name in the largest font they could fit on the page. And there was a whole, like, rigmarole, play acting situation.
It's like, if you want to be a part of the WWE, you have to tan and just give up your neck.
I liked Ronda in the Rowdy Piper's oversized leather jacket. This fitted thing, it's cute. She looks cute.
I love that they kept teasing that she was gonna wrestle Steph, but we're all like, Steph's in a stiletto. Like, I always check her shoes to see. She's never gonna wrestle. She's always in cute shoes. Give her flat.
Steph was also wearing the choker that I got from Hot Topic when I was 13
Yes!
years old.
She's kind of still a badass. Like, she's wearing a suit, but she's wild.
She got slapped. She had this weird intensity that was anger, but also like she was tearing up.
Yeah.
And I was like, either she's Meryl Streep, or, and this is a big or because she's not Meryl Streep, she just was really shocked to have been slapped that hard. Yeah, no, she's kind of like a very mean robot.
Despite her bizarre political beliefs, I'm kind of rooting for her. I'm like, you know, life's hard and we all deserve second chances.
Yeah, I mean, great. Like, if you're getting a second chance at showbiz, you know what they say? Go for it, kid.
Look, it was this or crisis actor. She had two options.
Oh, God.
It was a solid, like, slam of Triple H into the table. Give her that. Like, I'm excited to watch her wrestle.
Sure.
Thank you so much for actually paying attention. You did more than Berica ever does.
All right, Chris Harder, where can we find you in terms of upcoming projects, in terms of social media? Just pitch all your shit.
Here it goes, all my shit. I'm doing my solo show, Born to be a Star, and that is playing next in Toronto, and then in Helsinki, which is exciting. And you can always find me online at Harder Burlesque on Instagram and Twitter, Chris Harder on Facebook, Google Chris Harder, Never Around Your Parents. That's me.
That's him. As always, I am at Ariel Italic at all the places that I'm on, and if I'm not on it, I haven't heard of it.
I really hope I'm not hungover tomorrow.
What am I seeing at your feet?
Oh, these are, I always like to come prepared, you know, and I wrote some notes.
Oh my god!
But you know, I forgot about that we weren't doing the tag team, and I wrote, oh, no tag team, frowny face, and then I crossed it out. But yeah, I think, Nia Jax, I wrote, body for wrestling, voice of a 16-year-old Valley girl.
Yeah, she does have a real Kardashian moment there.
Yeah, right? Where it's like, I am here to prove that I am the next WWE girl.